Welcome to TOC Today, the television show of the Outreach Center in Morganton, made possible in part by Abley's Family Restaurant. On today's show, we'll get an update from Jan Hall at the Outreach Center's New to You thrift store. But first, the story of a very special and determined Fresh Start education student. With more on that story, here's Fresh Start's director, Mary Hewitt.
Crystal is a story and a half. I've taught a long time, but she's just something special in a whole lot of ways. When she first came into the classroom, it wasn't a student, it was a whirlwind. The door opened, in came this creature galloping in with a handful of books. She came in, banged her books down, big frown on her face. I said, "Well, welcome." And that was the beginning, but it certainly was not the end.
Well, when I came here, I was in a pretty bad place in my life, and I felt like all hope was gone. And they were my rock. They helped me get back on my feet. At first, we butted heads, and like I said, she just didn't give up on me. And she stayed on me, and I never wanted to go to college, and she kept saying that, you know, in today's society, you need it. And it's the truth. You can't get nowhere without it.
The turning point came when she began to know, I can do this. I'm not stupid. I can do anything I want to. And it was like a completely different person. She would still have little episodes where she would get frustrated and feel like she wanted to throw the books down, but they became fewer and fewer.
She's like, "Crystal, you can do this." And I'm like, "No, I can't." And I didn't feel smart enough. And she would always talk to me. She'd come over looking for me, and she'd be like, "You can do this." And she just wouldn't give up on me. I mean, there was no giving in. She wasn't stopping.
We have all sorts of experiences with students who come through here, and Crystal is a good one. We have a lot of successes, but she's special. I think she changed in more ways than just in academics. She became a more mature, sensible, dear person that we all love so much.
Well, I got an apartment while I was here, and I was able to do things on my own without anybody's help. And I finished my GED. I enrolled in college, and I had somebody to talk to because, I mean, a lot of my family members aren't living right, and they're positive in my life. I have 3 kids. I have 2 girls, and they're 7 and 8, and my son just turned 10, and my husband. And through God's grace, we're back together and making it. We've been back together 3 years. I battled depression. They were there to talk to me when I felt like giving up. Because a lot of people, they didn't understand how I could be with somebody when we went through the stuff that we went through, but nobody's perfect, and they were on my level. They believe in the Bible. My family don't believe in the Bible. I mean, they say they do, but they don't live like it. And like, they would tell me that I couldn't bring him to gatherings or this or that, and I'm like, you know, if he can't be accepted, then I'm not coming. And I had nobody to talk to. And at the time, I didn't have a car. I would walk. So, it's something I've never forgotten. I mean, it's consistent. It's 2015, and they're still helping me. But yeah, this place is awesome. There's people that have nobody and have nothing, and they're here for you. They treat you like they're your own family. There's not a lot of people that really honestly care like that. They say they care, but they don't. I believe that God put me through everything, or let it happen, because I'm here to help somebody along the way. Somewhere I'm going to meet somebody that's going to be going through the same stuff that I did, and I really believe that. But that's my story.
You're watching TOC Today, the television show of the Outreach Center in Morganton. You know, there are several ways you can support the Outreach Center. Monetary donations are always welcome, and you can do that online right now at theoutreachcenter.org. Another way is by shopping the Outreach Center's New to You thrift store. Here with an update on the store is New to You's manager, Jan Hall.
Hi everybody, we're here today to show you the new and exciting things that have just come into the thrift store. One of the items I want to share with you is this Sanyo 19-inch high-definition television set. It is clean, it's been tested, it works like new, it retails for about $119, and you won't believe we've priced it for $40. And I want to show you also, we just received an Amana brand new washing machine. You can see by the warranty and instruction packet here, we've got new hoses that are included. We've got warranty registrations. We already selected a machine hose to help you hook it up when you get it home. It's in perfect condition. This Amana sells for $399 retail, and we have it priced here at the New to You thrift store for $175. That's part of the blessing we got this week. I want to share with you as well. We received, still in the box, brand new again, 3 sets of solid oak hardwood flooring. Now, they're 23.5 square feet each, and I just want to show you, this is not your laminate type wood flooring. This is the solid tongue and groove, beautiful, beautiful hardwood flooring. So I do have 3 boxes. They're priced at $50 a box, which is a little better than half off retail. So if you're looking for a home project, you need some nice hardwood flooring, this is the time to come in and pick this up. I wanted to share with you the 1, 2, 3, 4. I had about 8. Now I'm down to 4. Ryobi edge and trimmers. These things are lightweight, brand new, just in time for spring coming up. They are just the best thing you'll ever need for touching up your lawn or your garden area. They retail for $119. We have these in the box, brand new, for $50. So be thinking about that while you're, getting ready for spring. We also got these wonderful, wonderful garden trellises. We had these last year, and I don't know what people were doing with them, whether they were staking tomatoes or shrubs or vines or whatever, but they fly out of here. We have the tall ones, we have the short ones as well. I know we talked last time about all my garden center items here, but these items are going quickly. If you see it here from, all the eco-smart things for your garden to protect your children and your pets, that sort of thing. I've almost sold out of all those. It's just amazing how fast this stuff goes. People know a bargain when they see it. They walk in, they say, oh, I've seen that at such and such and such and such retail store, and they know. They just know. So don't forget us. I want to show you also our automotive center. We've still got a good selection of things, so you need to come check this out again. A third of the price or half the price of what you would find it in the regular stores. These are the other garden items I was talking about. We got in a selection of terracotta pots to get you started. They're brand new, as I said again. We've got the garden citronella candles, brand new. And these are $2.50, just in time, to spruce up your patio. Speaking of which, we've got your gorgeous little planters that you can, or flower boxes as you call them. We've got the trays that fit inside. And again, as I say, you're going to save a ton of money. With our new corporate donation, I want to show you all the different pillows, comforter sets. This is just a small example. This is a brand new boomerang pillow, as you can see, still in the original wrapper. We have new accessory pillows here, European sham pillows. We have comforter sets. Just want you to see, they're in the original container. Comforter tops, decorative pillows, different sizes. This is a smaller one. What I have on our bed right now is king size. It is gorgeous. It's plush. It's like I said, brand new. This is a king set. Beautiful, beautiful pillows. And it's like magic. Every time I make up our bed here in the store and put one of these amazing new bed ensembles, I mean, people just, They see it the minute they walk in the door, and we're constantly changing the bed here. It's almost like being at home, but quite well worth it. These are just different colors. I mean, we're so blessed to have them. And in addition to the beautiful bed ensembles, I'm going to just flip over this way and show you we have queen mattress pads in the original wrapper. You can see it. It's a fiber bed, and this is a queen size. And this one retails for about $149. I know it's hard to believe, but they do. We have this one for $35. We also get, from time to time, these fabulous Tempur-Pedic mattress pads. Now, this is almost like replacing your old mattress with a brand new mattress. You get one of these, you get it home, and you roll it out, and you're just going to rest like you have a whole brand new mattress, box springs and mattress. They're phenomenal. This is queen size. They're several hundreds of dollars in the retail store. This one is $50. It won't be here long either. This is another example. We've got king size, so we're showing you a selection from various pillow sizes, various decorative ensembles, as well as, king, queen. We've got twin. We've got just a fantastic linen department, and we try to update you as much as possible on all the new things as quickly as they come in, because they go so fast. We know we talk a lot about donations. I want to share with you what came in yesterday afternoon. This was a donation from a lady that called and said, I have a piano, would you be interested? Of course, we're always interested in any sellable item. It doesn't matter how large it is. If it works, we'll come get it. And it took quite a doing. I think about 7 volunteers, as a matter of fact, went out yesterday afternoon. She worked, got off at 3:30. This is no story. We had to wait till 3:45, and they brought back this wonderful, wonderful piano. It's a Yamaha. It included the bench, which is just, very rare to have the matching bench with the piano, but it's beautiful. It's perfectly tuned. The lady was just downsizing, and she couldn't take it with her, so she donated it to us. And we literally moved it right in the front door because of the weight, and sat it here. And about the third customer that walked through the door started asking questions. And how much is that going to be? And how long have you had it? And, so as we were talking, he did leave. He bought some other items. He left. He was gone for, maybe 10 minutes. And he walked back in, and he said he wanted the piano. And so here it is, folks. No joke. We had it priced for $250, and this piano and bench was sold within an hour of being here in the store. So when he comes back this afternoon to pick it up, I hope he brings a lot of people to help him. It is a beautiful quality piano, and it's just another example of what we get here in the store. We're just so blessed. Everything that comes into the store, goes right back to the outreach center. We can't thank everyone enough for all these donations, for remembering us. And as I always say, if you've got something at home you want to donate, please don't hesitate to give us a call. The number is 828-439-9550, and we'll schedule an appointment. We were blessed, and we want to pass these blessings on to you.
Oh, I tell everybody, even if I'm in Hickory at somewhere else, I tell them to come up here, because you can buy stuff so much cheaper up here, and it's brand new, and it's good quality stuff. It's not used or overpriced. It's reasonable. It's where families can come and shop, and they can afford it.
Talk a little bit about some of the things you bought here.
Oh, I bought a brand new Chester drawer here, and it was brand new. They didn't even have the shelves put in it yet. It was just, nothing was wrong with it. For $75, and quilts. The same quilt at Belk's was $125. I think I bought it here for $20. And I have another quilt up there, and I'm sure that it's probably around $100 or at least $65. And it's $25. I mean, you can buy bedding, you can buy furniture, you can buy stuff to fix your house up. She has designer pocketbooks. She has everything here. And it's so much cheaper here than it is anywhere else.
You know, there are not many things that we do in life that is despised more than moving. It's never easy, but now you can take some comfort in that you can rent a truck and help those less fortunate at the same time. You can do that by renting at the new Penske Truck Rental Office inside the New to You thrift store at the Outreach Center. This office is operated entirely by the Outreach Center, so you really can rent a great Penske truck and help make a difference in someone's life. With more details, here's the Outreach Center CEO, Holly Johnson.
One of the newest things we have going on here at the Outreach Center is our Penske truck rental. When you need to rent a truck, come down to the Outreach Center and rent a Penske truck, because not only does it help you in your move, but it also helps those who are less fortunate. You can support the Outreach Center by renting your Penske truck right here at the New to You thrift store at the Outreach Center. Just come to this counter. You can reserve your truck by calling the number on the screen. You can go online and do an online reservation, or you can show up here at the Outreach Center at the New to You thrift store. For more details, call the number on your screen and come and support the community every time that you need a truck rental.
Thank you for watching TOC Today. This show is made possible in part by Abley's Family Restaurant in Morganton. Looking for the best food in Burke County at a family-friendly price? It's all at Abley's Family Restaurant in Morganton. You'll find a fabulous hot bar and breakfast bar, a great menu, incredible homemade desserts, excellent service, and plenty of satisfied customers.
We've been eating at Abley's since January the 3rd, 2005, the first day we were here. Been frequent customers since then. We really enjoy the variety and the quality and the friendly staff. And Wayne Abley's a good guy too.
Abley's is a great place to bring the family to, and a great place to sit down, relax, and get good service. So if you're looking for quality food and family atmosphere, Abley's is a place to be.
I like the decorations here. They're cool. Some of it's from a long time ago. And I like history.
The dessert is amazing. If you want ice cream or the chocolate cake, this is the place to get it.
The atmosphere is great, good service, good times.
Abley's Family Restaurant, 2115 South Sterling Street in Morganton. Did you know that the Outreach Center supplies over 35 area nonprofit organizations and ministries with food and other products on a weekly basis? A couple of those ministries is the Flynn Home and the Meeting Place. Joe Marks of Burke Recovery and former executive director of the Meeting Place talks about his experience at the Outreach Center.
I came to Morganton about 6 years ago and got involved with the Flynn Home, which at the time was a halfway house for men, and the Meeting Place Mission, which was and still is a nonprofit that houses the homeless. One of the things that we did every week, we'd go out there and we would pick up essential things. We would pick up bread, we would pick up food, we would pick up toiletries when available. They would give us all the toilet paper that we needed. And you know, the amount of money that we were able to save to help somebody in a different direction, help somebody, give them a ride to a meeting, give them a ride to a job interview. That was tremendous, because that toilet paper it certainly adds up. And when you're dealing with houses, 30, 35 people, plus all the bread that we would get, all the other essentials that we would get, and all the toiletries that we would get. The other thing that was really neat about the Outreach Center is that they would go out of their way to help absolutely every nonprofit, every person who is really not quite as fortunate in whatever way they possibly could. And we tried to give back as much as we could too. Anytime they needed help doing something, we would take volunteers out there and help. And it's not only, when I see the Outreach Center, it's not only just food and organizations using it and people in the community who are less fortunate using it, but they also use their facility to help the schools, to help the kids. I mean, every year you can go out there and help stuff backpacks so that less fortunate children going to school have some notepaper, have some pencils, have some pens, have some crayons that they can use in a backpack that they wouldn't be able to afford. So the Outreach Center just does a tremendous amount for the community, and also does a lot for people who volunteer out there too, because the whole idea and the whole purpose of a lot, in life is really to help our fellow man. And the Outreach Center not only does that, but gives others an opportunity to do that as well. Thank God it's here. Thank God that there are people that want to give back. Thank God there's some place for someone to get a loaf of bread, to get diapers for your children. It's a real blessing that the Outreach Center is here for the residents of Burke County, because of all the people they serve who need a lot of help.
Your donation to the Outreach Center touches so many lives, and you can donate right now securely online at theoutreachcenter.org. There are needs all over the world, but why not start by helping those right here in your own community? You're watching TOC Today, the television show of the Outreach Center in Morganton, North Carolina. The Outreach Center started 15 years ago, and at the heart of the operation then and now are dedicated, caring volunteers. The Outreach Center CEO, Holly Johnson, recently sat down and talked with one of those great volunteers, Carrie Whited.
The Outreach Center couldn't exist without wonderful volunteers, and I have with me today Carrie Whited. She's been here at the Outreach Center volunteering since we began here at the Outreach Center. And Carrie, could you just tell us a little bit about why you volunteer?
I was always looking for a group of people who wanted to serve the Lord and glorify Him. I really believe that the Lord's called the body of Christ to be servants who enjoy serving people, loving people. And we serve a wonderful group of people, a lot of people that the world's rejected, but we are privileged to serve the people that we serve.
One of the challenges in an organization like the Outreach Center is people don't understand why people sometimes find themselves in need. There's a lot of the population that may not have ever experienced what it means to be hungry. They've not experienced what it means to not know if you have a meal for your children that night. And people always want to attribute it to, well, maybe it's they didn't do something right, maybe they did something wrong in their life, but that's not always it. I remember so distinctly that there was this one individual that came through the line one day, and she came back the next week and she said, my husband had cancer. She said, we lost everything we had. And she said, I couldn't make ends meet. He passed away just a few months earlier. And she said, I didn't even have a toothbrush to brush my teeth. And I went home that night and I thought, I'm gonna kill myself. I can't live like this. And she said, I came to the Outreach Center, and people like Carrie had packed all the bags of groceries, had prayed over everyone. The volunteers were just wonderful to do that. And she said, I got home, I unpacked my groceries, and I had a toothbrush.
Oh my Lord.
And she said, I knew that there was hope.
Amen.
So there's hope in a toothbrush. We don't know what kind of situation we're gonna come to. We don't know what kind of obstacles that we're gonna face in our future, but it's the Outreach Center and volunteers like you that come and that make an impact in people's lives. We don't know who we're touching today, but it's exciting, isn't it?
It is, absolutely.
And Carrie, you do so many things here at the Outreach Center. Give an idea of some of the things that you do during a week.
I get to answer the phone, which is a delight because I love to talk to people on the phone. And like for instance, right now we're doing the back to school bash, and a lot of people are calling in, registering for the backpacks for their children. I get to answer just a lot of questions about what we do here. Some people are amazed at all that we do here. And from time to time, I get to help sort the products that we get in. They're mixed up in big boxes, and so I take opportunity to sort them out so that it's a lot easier to put them in the bags when we get them. And I try to help up at the new to you store sometimes, just doing different things for people, running errands. I just like doing that. The Lord's really blessed me. As Holly was sharing about people who were very successful in their lives, I had a long life of being very successful, and had worked hard and generally had more than enough money. And I began to have memories and flashbacks of some things that happened to me that I had no recollection of. And all of a sudden I found myself unable to work and needing to be on disability, food stamps, Section 8 housing. I actually was mortified, which I know we hear a lot of people say they can't believe that they find themselves in the kind of situations that they come to us for. But you know, this ministry, and I think Jenny mentioned it the other day when she said this ministry gave her the opportunity to give back when she had been helped so much. And it's just a precious thing. The other, Reverend White, when he shared about what a joy it is to be part of a team of people who love to get together to serve people with joy, whether it's a hug, whether it's a prayer, whether it's a smile, no matter what it is. It's a privilege to be here. And even though I still have some emotional disability, perhaps, this has been one of the best places in the world for me to volunteer. They're very flexible, thankfully. Everybody's really wonderful here, and I just want to encourage people to volunteer. If you're sitting at home wishing that you had something to do, feeling lonely, there's a lot of stuff to do here. And when you do give, when you invest in the lives of other people, the paybacks are incredible. And that's not why we do it, but that's just how the Lord's economy is. When we invest in others, he just pays us back tremendously.
And there's nothing that feels better than having had to have help and then knowing that you have now the resources to give back.
That's for sure.
That you can make a difference.
Yes.
That as you've been given, you can give to others.
Yeah.
And that's so powerful.
It is. That's why we're here.
Well, you know, volunteering gives you an opportunity to feel like you're important, to feel like you're valuable. And you are valuable, but sometimes you get in your own world and situations are happening around you, circumstances are happening. It's easy to get depressed, it's easy to get lonely,
Right.
It's easy to feel like you have no meaning in your life. But volunteering and coming to do something for somebody always lifts you up, doesn't it, Carrie?
Absolutely, that's the truth. We've had a lot of people come and fill out our volunteer applications, and that's the reason that they say that they want to help, is because they're feeling depressed, isolated, lonely, and it is a tremendous blessing. We need donations of all kinds. That's another thing I love to do. Sometimes I get to sort through some of the donations. This is just a ministry that serves a lot of people, Burke County and surrounding counties. A lot of people are amazed at that. I have people call, sometimes even from out of state, and I say, if you're passing through and you need groceries, we'll be here for you. So volunteering truly, I ask if you have a disability of some nature, just give us a call, fill out an application, and we'll find a place to plug you in. One of the ladies that I hope we're going to interview soon, her name is Geneva, and she's 91 years old. This is Geneva Reinhardt, and she is one of the most wonderful young ladies you will ever meet.
Oh, you are so kind.
She just had a birthday last week or the week before. And she is, how old are you?
91.
And you come every Tuesday,
Yes.
right?
Right.
If you're able.
Yes.
And you help out here all the time. Why do you do that?
Oh, I get a blessing.
You do?
Yeah, it's the greatest blessing in the world to come and serve the community.
It is, isn't
It
it?
really is.
And the Lord's been taking really good care of you, hasn't he?
Oh, the Lord has been so good to me.
Yes, he is.
Yes, I have 4 wonderful children and 7 beautiful, wonderful grandchildren. They're so good to me.
We just want to thank you so much for coming, because you're an awesome young lady to me.
Well, you are to me.
Thank you so much. So come join us. You'll love it.
You can make a difference.
Yes.
The Outreach Center always needs volunteers, especially during the main food distribution on Tuesday afternoons from 1 until 5. To get started as a volunteer at the Outreach Center, all you have to do is stop by and see Jan Hall at the New to You Thrift Store. The store is open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. You're watching TOC Today, the television show of the Outreach Center in Morganton, North Carolina.